Generally, when I'm working on a composition, the longest phase is the collecting of ideas. That usually involves a lot of long walks or lying around on my couch, letting ideas kind of wash over me with bursts of activity at the piano or at the guitar. I find myself humming a particular tune that I had come up with 2 weeks prior. And those are the ones that I wake up and they're still playing in my head. Those are the ones that have to be in the piece. There are a lot of challenges inherent in these instruments. Hearing those deficiencies made me immediately start thinking, also inspired by some comments by the musicians, how the orchestra can help them. How can it be, it can be used as an extension of the string octet.
This is the viola prototype, and it's actually remarkably good. I'm very impressed. Sometimes you'll get a viola that has a very thick neck, or it might have a very wide body. So with this viola, the neck is nice and thin, which makes it much more playable as well.
The violin that I tried out in April, I remember it was very heavy, so when I was holding it like this, it was really heavy on my left hand, and so it was harder to play in the upper positions. And so I noticed now in this design that that flaw has been improved, and so it's much easier to play the instrument.
Moi, j'ai pas essayé le prototype. Donc, ça, c'était ma première expérience avec cet instrument-là. Puis je m'attendais à un instrument lourd, difficile à jouer. J'étais agréablement surprise. Je trouvais que c'était quand même relativement facile à jouer. Puis il reste accordé, c'est quand même...
Oui, c'est ça, c'est vraiment facile à accorder, ouais. Puis ça reste juste. C'est comme un alto dans le corps d'un violon.
C'est vrai aussi, je trouve.
Oui, il y a une profondeur.
This is our first rehearsal. It's not perfect. There's still room for improvement, but now we know what we have to work on.
Yeah, playing with that many people and then on instruments that you're not familiar with, so it's challenging, but it's awesome.
The first prototype had a very diffuse kind of sound, and so I felt like we were always fighting to try and get the instrument to sound more, to project farther, and now we've really sort of narrowed that in to a focused, centered sound.
I think these feel a little bit more responsive, they're very easy to play. Under the ear, it rings and it sounds very resonant, so you're like, oh, I'm playing loud, but I know from listening to other people play, it's a little softer, so sometimes I feel like I'm straining a little bit to try to produce enough sound, so that's a little bit difficult.
We're getting to the end. We're in the final home stretch of this voyage. Of creating these instruments, of coming to know this piece. And I'm just so excited to see where it leads us.
I want to create a really satisfying piece of music, something dramatic and something I'll be happy with and that the audience will appreciate, that the musicians will enjoy playing.